What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you our preview of the 2015 All-State Sugar Bowl, which is also the college football playoffs semifinals between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now let's take a look at some coaching points for both teams in this ball game, starting with Alabama.
For Alabama in this ball game, you look at safety Landon Collins versus the run. How well can he play in the alley could ultimately determine how well they're able to play defense. He's a tremendous safety, one of the best combo safeties in the country, and he's going to have to excel on both ends of defense versus Ohio State. And the biggest matchup offensively I believe they have to win is between their freshman left tackle Cam Robinson versus Joey Bosa. Bosa is one of the best defensive linemen in the country, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have him lined up over Robinson more often than not to take advantage of Bosa's strength and athleticism versus the freshman's inexperience, and Robinson definitely has to win that battle. And also offensively, I would keep Blake Sims on the move. Here's a guy that can throw well on the move, he can throw well on a run, and also get you out of the face of pressure when you move the pocket left to right for your quarterback. And for Ohio State in this ballgame, the wide receivers have to continue to make plays on the outside. It ties into my second point of the Buckeyes being able to spread the field. They're able to spread the field with those wide receivers outside of Devin Smith being able to make plays versus Alabama. I think it bodes well for their chances to knock off the Crimson Tide, because when you look at Alabama's weakness, they don't have the athletes, so to speak, in space, as do teams that love to spread the football field, and Ohio State can definitely do that. If those receivers and tight ends can make those plays consistently in space when they spread the field, they can win this game. And don't give up the big play on special teams. Christian Jones is one of the best returners, both kickoff and punt returners in the country. Play excellent special teams in all three facets of the game. Ohio State definitely has a shot to move on to the next round. The biggest X factor in this game for Alabama, I believe, will be the use of their tight ends. If they're able to find ways to get Brian Vogler and O.J. Howard involved in the offense, I think that just opens up the entire offensive attack for Alabama. They haven't really utilized those guys a lot this year. If they are waiting to do so, this would be the best time, because I think they have the matchup advantage with their tight ends versus the backers and safeties of Ohio State. And for Ohio State, to look at the perimeter players, guys that play on the outside, guys with speed. You look at Devin Smith, the wide receiver, Evan Spencer, cornerback Dorian Grant, Eli Apple. Those guys, in my opinion, have to excel. They can put a lot of pressure on Alabama, because quiet is kept. Both Ohio State and Bama have the same type of guys in the box. They're strong in the box, who can win on the outside, and when you look at the athletes the Buckeyes have on the flanks, it helps them out as far as getting pressure on the quarterback and also being able to generate big plays deep down the field. So the perimeter players, to finish up my point, definitely has to bring their A game in this matchup versus Alabama. Now here are some 2015 draft prospects you want to keep an eye on in this ball game, and there's a ton of talent on both sides of the ball for both squads, and also some in-game matchups that pro scouts will definitely pay close attention to, like Amari Cooper and Dorian Grant going up against each other, Landon Collins and how well he does versus the running game, and also probably covering Jeff Heuerman. And also you look at wide receiver Devin Smith and what he can do versus this Bama defense, and at offensive lineup Alabama, Ari Kwanjo, Austin Shepard. Can they keep guys like Michael Bennett out of the backfield? And this game definitely won't be shorter on talent, which is why you're going to see a lot of pro scouts at this bowl game. Quarterback Terry Davis dazzled Tide fans with his running skills from 1970 to 1972, and Davis threw 14 touchdowns to only 9 interceptions in his career, while rushing for 865 yards and 16 touchdowns, and as a senior, he finished 5th in the Heisman Trophy voting. One of the best offensive linemen in Buckeye history, LaCharles Bentley, was a tremendous player from 1998 to 2001, and Bentley was a 2-time All-Big Ten performer, a consensus All-American as a senior, and also took home the Remington Award that year as well. The 1992 Sugar Bowl between Notre Dame and Florida was a very close matchup, 17-6 entering the fourth quarter, but the third-ranked Gators had a problem containing Notre Dame's Jerome Bettis as he ran for 150, including a 39-yard touchdown run to break the game open as the Irish upset Florida 39-28. Alabama and Ohio State have met before in the Sugar Bowl back in 1978, Woody Hayes versus Bear Bryant, and it was Bryant's Crimson Tide's ground game that slowly took out the Buckeyes as they won the matchup in the Sugar Bowl 35-6. In the 1999 Sugar Bowl, the 10-1 Ohio State Buckeyes, third in the country, faced the 8th-ranked Texas A&M Aggies, who came into the game 11-1. And after building a 21-7 first-quarter lead, Ohio State's defense held the Texas A&M Aggies to only 7 second-half points, beating Texas A&M 24-14. I like Alabama in this ball game. This is a well-balanced football team. They can run the football with the best of them. They can throw it very well with Blake Sims and Amari Cooper, but they can play the in-the-box game well versus Ohio State, so they won't get big boyed up front like the Buckeyes do to other football teams. Now, where the difference lies between these two squads, I don't think Ohio State can consistently make plays in the passing game, and you need to have that happen in order to knock off the Crimson Tide, because you're going to see different stunts, different blitzes, different looks in coverages, and I don't think they're ready yet to make that happen with Cordell Jones as their quarterback, a young guy that definitely has some talent, but not enough to knock off Alabama. So I see the Crimson Tide moving on to the championship game versus Florida State.